We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2. At their 48-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Etienne up the middle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. They made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Jaguars first down.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we have the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The offense on third down tonight. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, 32 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone's...
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. And going right back to Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 53 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Khalil Mack. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On the return, here's Agnew. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship from the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver, down to about the 45. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 80 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Play action. It's Herbert. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Andy Isabella saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. He's got it at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
By Josh Allen. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, with the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Sticking with Walker on second down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Ken Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, and he could not pull it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Lawrence going to throw again. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Andy Isabella, 38 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Here's Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Walker once more, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 75 yards. And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to look deep for more. On Herbert, his third interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chargers will take over possession here at the 44. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, a Lombardi trophy would be nice to hoist. They have to hold off for that.